What's good, everybody? In today's video, this is going to be a bunch of tips, tricks, and secrets that I have found in the brand new Feybreak update for Palworld that I want to share with everybody. There's going to be some things you may know, some things you may have never heard of before, so hopefully this helps out everybody. But without further ado, let's go ahead and lock in. So the first thing that I want to go ahead and just throw right off the bat is Yakumo. Yakumo is probably one of the best pals in the game, and you do not want to sleep on this little guy. I don't know where he's going. He's gone. But anyways, Yakumo is a pal that can pass over a bunch of passives. So right here in my pal box, I have all the brand new passives except for 2 on different pals. Yakumo has majority of them. I have Vampiric, Heart of the Immovable King, Remarkable Craftsmanship, Demon God, Mastery of Fasting. I was able to get this from an egg that I randomly found out in the world, and Eternal Engine. That is going to be 6 out of the 8 brand new legendary passives. And then you're going to be able to make things like this Vampiric Demon God Legend Musclehead right here. That's able to spread Vampiric Legend and Musclehead to different pals with its passive. The passive is Birds of a Feather. And I'm going to have a full-blown guide about passing over different things and how to make some absolutely insane base pals coming in the future. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you sub and you're locked in. Now, the second tip is going to be go out into the world and grab these 2 people right here. This is Circle K, and that is Max Value. If anybody lives in Japan, you'll probably understand the references here. Circle K is a convenience store and Max Value is a supermarket. So yeah. Anyways, the Max Value here, this guy is the basic merchant. He's a wandering merchant. I went ahead and captured him when he was walking around my house, and he was mine because he has PAL fluids, he has high quality PAL oil, a bunch of ammo, and I never have to go anywhere else for the things that I need. He also has all the different meds and dairy products that you need for cakes and other things. So it's just absolutely awesome to have him at your base. Secondly, Circle K over here is even better. He's going to help you with the logistics of your base. He has schematics. He has the Ring of Mercy, which you definitely should buy, especially if you want to try to catch Dr. Brawn. And then down here at the bottom, he has food for you, so you can always have food for your base. You'll never go hungry again. And the essentials, electric organs and flame organs. So many different items in the base need these, especially at the higher level. So having this guy at your base is just godsend. So with that being said, let's go upstairs and check out Dr. Brawn. And a little bit later in this guide, I am going to show you the locations of where I caught all of these pals and how to force them to spawn in. So don't worry, I got you covered. Right up here is going to be Dr. Brawn. A couple of rules about Dr. Brawn: you can catch as many of them as you want, but you can only use their passive once a day. That's it. So I have 2 of them here. I thought that if I had a bunch of Dr. Brawns, I could get a bunch of rolls with their surgery. That's not the case. They're locked in. They're programmed to be one thing no matter what. So Dr. Brawn here, you can talk to him, but before talking to him, you actually want to pull out a pal. So let me go ahead and do so. The pal that I'll use is going to be Bastigor, and let me quadruple check to make sure this is the right Bastigor, because if I mess up the one, yes, we're good. This is the one. So if you take a quick look at this Bastigor, it has Serenity, Destructive, 86, 72, and 87. 2 things can happen. When I give this thing a surgery, it could go well, and it's going to get an addition to its IVs and a brand new passive or a legendary passive. Or the negative thing, it's going to lose something that it already has and get minus 30 to its IVs. So let's go ahead and try this out. Go ahead with your sketchy surgery, bro. Hey, don't you break Bastigor, okay? Don't do it. We got... Okay, so apparently we got a brand new passive. He got rid of a negative passive, which is rare. Usually he just adds a passive for you. So that's pretty cool. So he's doing a couple of different things. If you have a bunch of positive passives already on your pal, but you have an open slot, he could give you a passive. If you have a negative passive, he could subtract that and give you a different passive in its place, which is pretty awesome. or he could just take one of your best passives away and give you something that's completely garbage. So this guy is pretty amazing. But look at that. He put the stats, the potential of this Bastigor through the roof. That's insane. Because now I have Serenity. I have 2 amazing IVs. And I can use this for breeding if I wanted to. I don't need to, but now I can. But once again, you can only do that once a day. Let's talk about the areas where you can get all 3 of these pals. To start things off, right next door, I'm up here in the Sakurajima area. You can find Dr. Brawn here. This is also a location where you can find a Predator pal right there. Or over here. Shout out to one of my subscribers. He let me know about this area. This is the Pristine Snowfield. This is an event spawn area. So you just have to fly around here over and over and over, and there's going to be different pals and NPCs that automatically spawn into this zone right before your eyes. So we'll run over there and I'll show you. Okay, now that we're at the Pristine Snowfield, you go ahead and take out your favorite pal and probably put on some glasses because this place is bright as hell. But I want you to take a quick look at what we're dealing with. We have a Wumpo there and we have these 2 over here. When you fly around in this area, it will automatically re-roll all of these pals. So we have a Xenoguard right there that we're going to ignore. We have an egg here. We're going to grab this egg because now that egg is going to turn into something else. Watch. And then you can have some pals up here. We don't have anything up there. You have those pals just spawning in front of your face. And you have this guy right here spawning in. So as you can see, these are the pals that we have currently. But if we fly over here again, we get a Mamorus, so you can start farming up on that meat. We have these 2 guys here still. Xenoguard is gone. And now in the place of that egg, you have pals that will fight you. And this is just a constant thing. You can load in almost every single NPC in the game to this one spot. It will take you a lot of just lapping around this over and over and over. You can get mid-mogs here, so you can start farming up the dog coins. Anything. Everything is possible. The only thing that I don't like about this place is that it's too damn bright. It's just too damn bright. Currently, when I'm doing a bunch of things with my pals and breeding, it tends to break the game. So the textures are not in, and it's just, yeah, I'm not going to stay here too much longer. I'll fly around for a little bit so you can see what happens. But yeah, we get these pals. We got these cats. We got those dudes. We got this guy. Take another lap. We got a Mamorist. A Mamorist there now. That's pretty cool. More Mamorist. There's a lot of Mamorist. So you could really stock up on meat if you wanted to. We got these pals over here. Those guys over there. And so on and so forth. It's just that simple. So you get the gist of it. You're just going to be flying around and constantly respawning and despawning all these pals into the world. That's it. Now NPCs can also spawn in here. So this is an event area where you could possibly get Dr. Brawn or other NPCs. I was able to get a master pal tamer here. Bought him. Caught him. And yeah, it was pretty cool. But let's move on to another area where you can get Dr. Brawn and the Wandering Merchant. Okay, I have a full-blown guide about this already on the channel, but this is going to be a quick guide of it. You want to start off here in the Fort Ruins. Go ahead and take a look at the Messenger of Love right here. You can catch her if you want to. That's an NPC that you can do a gesture for, and you can get a couple of items from her. It's pretty cool. But you want to fly over here, and this is the route you want to take. You see those relaxers there? That is an event area, so you can get Dr. Brawn to spawn there. He can also spawn right up here. This is where I caught my second one. You're going to take a left at Chillet and make your way down this path over here. This is an event area. There's a brand new event right over there to the right. You have some mercs and some other NPCs just fighting each other. And that is going to be a location where you can get a merchant to spawn. So yeah, it's not a bad idea to fly past here a couple of times. But go ahead, cross over this bridge. There's another event right here. You can get a pal tamer or some syndicate thugs or even Dr. Brawn to spawn here. Come up here to see what you get. We didn't get anything this time. This right here is also an event area. So I'll go ahead and collect this Palladium fragment. And then down here should be another Messenger of Love. Now, once you get to this spot, go ahead and follow right behind me, run past the rush roar, make a right up this hill. All right. And over there, you can go ahead and farm that once a day. That's going to be something that gives you the bounties. But hopefully you don't have to spend that much time here. Come to this point right here, fly straight up and go straight towards that rock. Sorry about that. Go straight towards that rock in the distance. I lost so many frames right there. It's crazy. You gotta love Palworld, right? Like the squares and the circles and yeah. Okay, great. Trees are popping in. But anyways, we're right back here at the Messenger of Love, and you do the whole loop all over again. This is gonna be the route that you want to take to get yourself a Dr. Brawn and your merchants. So this is going to be one spot you can get them, and I'm going to take you to another spot that's a guarantee merchant, but you're going to have to fight some NPCs. But I'll go ahead and take you on this route one more time just for kicks. This time we have a flying pal instead of Dr. Brawn and some other things going on. Pretty cool. Take a left. Nothing going on here. We'll go across the bridge again. This time we have nothing. Sorry. We're going to fly up here. We're dropping frames, but it's all good. We'll go around here and we will see the Messenger of Love once again. So good luck on this route. That's going to be the route that you want to take to make sure that you get everything you need. I really am sending all of my RNG's luck to you guys to make sure that you get it as fast as humanly possible, because yeah, it would suck if it took forever. But just before, let me go ahead and take care of her, get my bounties for the day. All right, stop, Jetty. That's enough. One thing you do want to do though, make sure that you buy this Ring of Mercy from Circle K, or you get the technology up so that you can go ahead and create it yourself. It is one of the items that you can make in the game. It's right here. You're going to need 5 ancient civilization parts, palladium, and ingots. So you can make it yourself, or you can just buy it for 30K. All right, let's move on to a place where you're going to get a guaranteed merchant every single time, but you're going to have to fight some people right here at the small settlement. So you want to come to the small settlement, and what you'll do is you're going to basically make sure that you have a flying pal ready to go. You're going to come right over here, and right back here in this little house is going to be the merchant. You literally just snipe. You know what? For you guys, I'll do it. I'll do it for y'all. Do I have the Ring of Mercy on? No, I would have killed him. Oh my God, be careful. I got to unlock this last slot. But anyways, ready? All hell is about to break loose. I got my ultimate spheres ready and ready. Boom, bang. So I'm going to ignore everybody else, and we're just going to try to catch this man. He's going to run for it. Unfortunately, he is playing dodgeball with me right now. That's crazy. Come on, guys. Stay in the ball. Excellent. We got him. Just like that, you catch him, and then you get the hell out. So what I like to do is I just fly straight up into the point where you can't hear the music. And at this point, the game doesn't know where you are. So we get to enjoy these beautiful squares and circles and half rendered map for a little bit while we lose our wanted level. I can't wait till this game is actually in its full effect. Like when they fully release this game, oh man, it's gonna break the internet again. A game like this, early access, it's just too much fun. All right, we're good. So now that that's over with, I'll go ahead and take you guys back to the base so we can talk about the next huge tip that we definitely don't want to skip out on. All right, guys, I want you to come right here to the lowest plains. Once you get here, this is in the brand new Feybreak area. So I'll go ahead and zoom out so you can see it. All right, the sandy part, we're gonna go right over here. Go straight under this weird looking finger-like thing, this rock. We're gonna go right behind it, and over here to the left is gonna be a bunch of trees and a cave entrance. We're gonna use that cave entrance to get to where we were, which is this right here. So I'll go ahead and I'll pull out Bass here, and we'll hop on his back. Inside of this cave is going to be Chromite. And this is just one of the locations that you can get Chromite from. But you definitely always want to use a smoky when you're inside of these locations so that you can spawn the Chromite in and you can get a whole lot of it. All right, so once you make your way all the way to the back of this cave, I already have a base here so I can come here whenever I want. There's a couple of things that's pretty awesome. You're going to have 2 chests that spawn in here from time to time. You're going to have this NPC right there. And you're also going to have these. So you can farm that up every single time you come here. But the real reason why you're here is for Chromite. Go ahead and whip out your Smoky. Come here, Pop. We got Pop Smoke here. We'll go ahead and use his ability. And there you go. We have a whole bunch of Chromite ready to go for us. Now, if I had something to mine this, that would be absolutely awesome. Unfortunately, I don't. But you know what? We'll just use a shotgun and get it up. It should be 300 every single location. Almost, not quite. And there's the 300. So there's 4 different nodes, 300 from each. That's 1200 every single time you come here. Pretty awesome. Once you've collected all of your Chromite, you might want to make this thing right here. This is a guild chest. And guild chests are the brand new chests that were added into the game where you can connect all of your bases and their chests. So you gotta have this thing. I can send items to any base in the world while having this as long as I build it at that base. But let's go back home. Okay then, now that we're back at the base, let's go over a couple of more tricks that you definitely don't want to skip out on. Next up is going to be this right here. This is going to be the money making machine. You're going to be able to unlock this in your game, and once you do, you definitely don't want to skip out on it. It's one of the best items in the game, and you get it at level 48. It's the gold coin assembly. All you need is regular ingots, so make sure that you have some way to pump out a whole bunch of ingots, get your pals over here, and get the printing of money. With that money, you can then throw that back into your base, and you will be good and set rich for the rest of your days. All right, our next tip is going to be using this thing behind me, the Disassembly Station. So I went out into the world with one of my Yamis here, this one right here. This is a Yakumo. I named her Yami. She has Philanthropist. I then went out into the world and found Midmog. Midmog is a little treasure chest that gives you dog coins every single time you take it out. And remember, if you go over to the Pristine snowfield, you can force them to spawn in for you. Catch yourself a boy and a girl, throw them in the breeder, and then come over here. You're going to be able to do some pretty cool things with this. It is RNG based, but you can go ahead and throw in your different Midmogs that you don't need anymore into this disassembly conveyor. They'll go through it and they'll pop out the other end. When they pop out the other end, they could possibly drop 2 things. 1, gold. Secondly, the training manual XL. They don't always drop the training manual, but sometimes they do. Hopefully they drop a bunch for you. As you can see here, I was able to farm up 62 of these things, and it's pretty epic. Last thing is going to be this thing right behind me, the PAL Expedition Station. This is something that you definitely want to go ahead and grab as soon as possible. It's an early game item, as a matter of fact, that they added into the game. If we scroll all the way back to the very beginning, it's a level 15 item that you can use very early. In order to get the best results from this, you're going to have to actually beat some of the different towers. But once you defeat the tower, you can then hop in and go through this menu. There's 3 different tiers, low, medium, high. I recommend that you just go ahead and you beat the Sakurajima Tower so that you can do this over and over. This is one of the best ones. It's going to give you ultimate spheres, ancient civilization cores, and everything else that you need for your base and your pals. Now don't worry, I'm going to have a full-blown guide dedicated to the Expedition Station right here on the channel real soon. So if you don't want to miss out on that, lock in. That's going to be all for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button. Sub to the channel so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and everything else you need for Palworld and your favorite games. This is your boy M of MSensei HD. For now, though, I'm out of here.